Many live to deserve death, and some that die to deserve life. Can you give it to them? Then do not be too eager to deal out death in judgment. For even the very wise cannot see all ends. The proper study of man is anything but man, and the most improper job of any man, even saints, who at any rate were at least unwilling to take it on, is bossing other men. Not one in a million is fit for it, and least of all those who seek the opportunity. Hobbits are unobtrusive but very ancient people, more numerous formerly than they are today, for they love peace and quiet and good-tilled earth. A well-ordered and well-farmed countryside was their favorite haunt. Myth and fairy stories must, as all art, reflect and contain in solution elements of moral and religious truth, or error, but not explicitly, not in the known form of the primary real world. I'd like to save the Shire if I could, though there have been times when I thought the inhabitants too stupid and dull for words, and have felt that an earthquake or an invasion of dragons might be good for them. It is plain indeed that in spite of later estrangement, hobbits are relatives of ours, far nearer to us than elves, or even than dwarves. Of old, they spoke the languages of men, after their own fashion, and liked and disliked much the same things as men did. But what exactly our relationship is can no longer be discovered. In October 1920, I went to Leeds as a reader of the English language, with a free commission to develop the linguistic side of a large and growing school of English studies, in which no regular provision had as yet been made for the linguistic specialist. They say it is the first step that costs the effort. I do not find it so. I am sure I could write unlimited first chapters. I have indeed written many. Middle English is an exciting field, almost uncharted, I begin to think, because as soon as one turns detailed personal attention to any little corner of it, the received notions and ideas seem to crumple up and fall to pieces. As far as language goes, at any rate, the original Hobbit was never intended to have a sequel. Bilbo remained very happy to the end of his days, and those were extraordinarily long. A sentence I find an almost insuperable obstacle to a satisfactory link. I dislike allegory, the conscious and intentional allegory, yet any attempt to explain the purport of myth or fairy tale must use allegorical language. Don't go getting mixed up in the business of your betters, or you'll land in trouble too big for you. I never liked Hans Christian Andersen because I knew he was always getting at me.